Nkrumah said the independence of Ghana is meaningless until it's linked with the rest of Africa. Keyword: independence. He didn't say Ghana is meaningless until it's linked with the rest of Africa. The linking part of what he said, which is the Africa's unity, is what most of our so-called Pan-Africanists that are advocating for Africa's unity are focusing on. But they are forgetting the key word, which is the independence. Now, what is independence? To be independent means you are capable, or you are in position of managing your own affairs, managing your own resources, taking care of things by yourself, not taking command from other people or from the colonialists. That's why when Nkrumah gained independence for Ghana, he went ahead and established many things. He established schools, universities, harbor, refineries, roads, institutions, and more, to make sure that Ghana is really independent. After doing that, he didn't just say, oh, now Africa can unite. But what did he do? He went ahead inspiring other African countries to gain independence. In 10 years, he inspired over 34 African countries to gain independence. And remember, Nkrumah was doing all of this when colonization was at its peak in Africa. It was doing that he came up with the ideology of Africa must unite, united by policy. Free trade zone, unified army, common currency, etc. Because he knew for us to have a free trade zone, we have to first be independent among ourselves so we can be in position to trade with each other. But you can't expect Sierra Leone, for example, to trade with Ghana when Sierra Leone don't even have the capacity. It's not even like in the position to trade with Ghana. So, and I'm using Sierra Leone as an example because Sierra Leone is my focus. Now, Sierra Leone, we have everything that will make us even greater, more than Qatar, more than Dubai, because the things that I made example of these two countries because the things that made these two countries so great and developed, Sierra Leone has it. We have it in Sierra Leone. But we are not focusing on the basis. We're not talking about education. We're not talking about, creating awareness, talking about things for the future, for the next 20, next 30 years of Sierra Leone. That is why these so-called leaders that are leading us are just products of the colonialists. They are going through the same education system that the neo-colonialists have structured. So, in order for us to really see Sierra Leone where Sierra Leone has to be, or even Sierra Leone be in that position of partnering with other African countries, we need to start from the roots. Start attacking the education system in Sierra Leone. Revolution is not just like to go out, protest, violent, or no. That's not even an example of revolution. There are other approaches, there are other steps to revolution. Now it's time we start using our head, thinking critically how we can do things. Let's start with attacking the education system. Let's start with giving our young ones, our kids, a new mentality, not this one that embraced the colonialist, the culture of the colonialist, the mentality of the colonialist. Instead, let's fight this identity crisis that even our leaders are suffering from. These leaders are suffering from identity crisis. That's why when they are in the room for making diplomatic decisions, they feel inferior. They just sign documents. They don't even read through. They command them. So Sierra Leoneans, it's time. If you are going to your APC party office, ask questions. Discuss with them. What are the things they're supposed to know? If you are a teacher in your school, start engaging with your students, because these students are also going to be policy makers in the future. That is it today on episode 3 of Think Salon, which is independent. Sierra Leone has to be independent first before we can unite or even partner with other African countries. And that is the reason why you see we are not partnering with other African countries when it comes to trade. Instead, foreigners are coming in, taking all we have, take it to their own country and benefit from them. Even to the extent our electricity company is now owned by Sierra Leone. It's owned by foreigners. Everything is managed by foreigners. Because we have proved that we are not capable of managing our affairs. We don't want to fight for our independence. We don't want to think of partnering with each other. We just want to depend on the same people that colonize, enslave, and still enslaving us. That's it for today. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.